yours, because I want a job in the administration. But anyway, first, let's jump into this. We are entering into wild, chaotic times. I know many people might think, well, we've been through Trump before, so we have some idea of how this might go. I don't personally think so. I think that he is mentally devolved from last time. He's far more interested in retribution than last time, which means he's going to be far less deferential to the rules, the laws, and the norms than last time. And in advance of all that, Jon Stewart is trying to get the Democrats to understand how these times are likely to go and why maybe they should start to fight on an equal footing with the Republicans. I would love to play footage of him, but unfortunately we're not allowed to, so I'm going to just read a little bit of what he said this Monday on The Daily Show. Even those putting up resistance to Trump's agenda don't seem to understand who they're dealing with. There he's referencing Elizabeth Warren rightly and accurately accusing the president-elect of breaking the law by failing to sign an ethics pledge. She's right about that. But Jon Stewart says, I've said it before and I'll say it again, Republicans are playing chess and the Democrats are in the nurse's office because they glued their balls to their thigh, which is the sort of evocative language I tune into Monday nights on The Daily Show for. He goes on to say, government is theoretically a constitutional system of checks and balances between equally powerful branches, but what government actually is an overly complicated Byzantine bureaucratic maze of rules, loopholes to those rules, and norms. Complex enough that, A, if you want to find a rule that keeps you from doing something, you'll find it. That's what the Democrats do. And B, if you actually want to do something, you can find a loophole to get around said rule. And then the norms are just how often you're able to pull any of this S. And we already, I hope, all understand that the norms won't save us, right? We get that from like 2017, mid of the year, whatever. But probably not even the rules, because as he said, you can get around them. There are loopholes. And even where there aren't, well, if you control enough of the judges, maybe you don't even need a loophole. And so he goes on to say, kind of concluding his argument, Republicans exploit the loopholes. Democrats complain about the norms over and over and over, and it has ghastly consequences. Trump and his allies don't give an F about your norms. They will exploit any loophole, even if they have to go through clearly closed windows to do it. And there he's referencing people breaking down the Capitol windows on January 6th. Now Trump has the House, Senate, presidency, and judiciary, so it's going to get harder, not easier. Democrats are going to have to forcefully play the loophole. And in a moment, we're going to turn to some examples of how maybe they can do that and how Donald Trump is going to try to do that. But I just want to stop, Sharon, I think this is a really important lesson that a lot of Democrats, and he's criticizing like the media abstractly, the Democrats abstractly, I would say that even myself, I have held myself and like the Democrats that I want to be like me, I want to cast them in my own image, to a level that perhaps we should not. That a lot of the things that we expect or hope for are just never going to happen, and there is a cost to pointlessly hoping that they happen. And so I'm starting to reevaluate in my mind some of how I want the Democrats to act. I like that Jon Stewart is putting the focus on that relatively early on during this sort of mourning period after the election. But what do you make of the argument that he's making there?
I think it's spot on. There's this danger in lowering the standard. And that's frankly what we're going to be doing, if not already. It's been lowered. There's this game being played in the basement, and you're not even showing up to it, okay? Tip-off was at 8, and you did not attend, okay? You forfeit. So I think he's right. We have to lower the standard. We have to lower the bar, which is sick. I hate saying that, because I'm somebody who believes I just want to know where I stand truly. And I think that there's a danger when that erodes. But I do think he has some good points.